All right. Josh Valentine here. Welcome to Social Confidence for Life. Here's another epic episode in which we will discuss your liberation list. Now, when you think of anxiety, it holds us back on the sidelines and kind of feel like a cage, kind of like a prison, because it stops us from just expressing ourselves however we want to. So once we identify that there's some kind of change that we want to make in life, why is it that sometimes it's so hard for us to make that change? Well, the reason why it's hard is because we get distracted, because it's scary, because it's uncomfortable. And so we distract ourselves with these other voices saying, nah, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. And then think about it. As you go through your life, there's so much, throughout your day, social media, there's so much stimuli out there to distract our attention. So if we could somehow control our attention to focus more on what it is that we want. I want to be liberated from anxiety. I want to take my confidence to greater levels. The more we can focus and concentrate on that, the more we will take action that actually liberates us and makes us more confident. So if we want to control our attention, what is the most effective way to do that? Well, immersion. It's to immerse ourselves with as much support and influence as possible in the direction that we want to go. So in our case, it'd be to be more bold, be bolder, be more authentic, be more confident, whatever it is that gets us to think about that more and to take more actions to build that. And so one effective way to do that is to build your liberation list. Keep your eyes on the prize. What do you want to be liberated from? And you can start to create the top three results that you want from being liberated from anxiety. And it might be, I just want to be free to be spontaneous. How many times have you been in a conversation, whether it's one-on-one or with a group, and you had an idea of what you wanted to say, but then you didn't. You hesitated because you thought that, maybe if you speak up, something bad might happen. You might say something stupid or get a bad outcome. And so you didn't do it. So maybe you want to be liberated to be spontaneous. Maybe that's what you want. So you want to write that down. You want to capture that. Now, the next one you might be thinking about is, hey, whenever you see someone attractive, and have the thought that you want to go talk to that person, you just do it. You want to be liberated from the fear of approaching someone attractive. So you want to write that down. And something else might be, when you disagree at work and it's important to you to share your perspective, rather than holding back because you're afraid to offend somebody or upset somebody, you just say it. So you're liberated from the fear of upsetting other people. That's a crazy life to live in if we're not being real in the sense of speaking our mind when we have a different perspective. Because how often are you going to have a difference of opinions with others? That's going to happen all the time because no one, we're not robots. We each got our own opinions and perspectives. And man, what a rough life if you can't ever feel liberated to just speak up and share your perspective. So whatever it is, whatever you want to be liberated from, you want to write this down on a list and then remind yourself, hey, this is what I'm going to work on consistently until I'm absolutely liberated. And the more you draw your attention to it, the more you're going to take action that's going to liberate you. And so this list, you want to review it frequently. It defeats the purpose if you write it down, you're not going to review it. It's all about letting the immersion process work. And I promise you, if you're immersed enough and you review this enough, you're going to make progress. And that's the key. It's about making consistent progress, taking small steps consistently, not taking giant leaps, not teleporting to the result right away, because that's unrealistic. And if you push yourself too much, it leads to burning out. So it's about the small victories, because the small victories add up to a tremendous, to a huge victory. So that's what it's all about. It's about taking enough steps so that you can climb that mountain of success. So enjoy this, apply this immediately and consistently, and you may or may not have heard my book, newly released, The Ultimate Confidence Game, is now available on Amazon. Right now, we're doing the soft launch, so we're trying to get as many reviews as possible so that more of the world gets to be immersed in this message of confidence, breaking out of anxiety, instilling self-love and self-validation, becoming your own source of approval. So if you download it, make sure to leave a review, and together we can help impact other people like me, like you, who are on this journey to become their boldest and most confident and powerful self. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And until we speak again, you were born to be real, not to be perfect. So go out there, be who you are. I'll catch you later.